friends, welcome back. In previous videos we have completed very systematically the molecular orbital picture of this oxygen atom. Now this is the molecular orbital picture in which that molecule which have an electron more than 14. So if electron more than 14 is there, then you keep in your mind, this is very important. Now what happened, that molecule which have an electron less than 14, see toward the board. I will give you second example to you. Now in this case what happened, so all these are the energy level diagram, no need to explain because already we explained it in previous videos. Now we are going to discussing the second example, that one is called as molecular orbital picture of the nitrogen. Now my friends, what happens in the molecular orbital picture of this nitrogen, or how we explain this phenomenon? Listen very carefully, because in nitrogen molecule, you know very well, this is N2. How the N2 is formed? N2 is formed by overlapping of two nitrogen atomic orbital. You know atomic number of nitrogen is 7, this also 7, that was 7 plus 7, total number of electron is 14. So nitrogen is the molecule which have a 14 electron, it is not more than 14 electron. Now some picture of this molecular orbital will be changes. How it changes? You know very well, dear friends, the electronic configuration of nitrogen is what? 1s2, then 2s2, finally 2p3. 3 electrons are present in p orbital. Therefore, this is the electronic configuration of nitrogen atom, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Now, what is the molecular orbital picture of this N2 molecule? See toward the board. This is one nitrogen atom, this is another nitrogen atom. You know the electronic configuration of this first nitrogen, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. This is the electronic configuration of second nitrogen, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So these are the electronic configuration of nitrogen. Now what happened in this case? This is a 1s orbital. Now this is first, which is called as the 1s orbital. This is 1s orbital of another nitrogen. 1s orbital, both 1s orbital contain the 2 electron. These are the 2 electron present in 1s. These overlap on each other. This gives 2 molecular orbital. Out of that 2 molecular orbital, this is called like the sigma, this is called like this sigma 1s2, and this is sigma star 1s2. This is bonding, this is anti-bonding. Out of 4 electron, 2 electrons are entering in bonding and remaining 2 electrons are entering anti-bonding. This is the sigma 1s2, this is the sigma star 1s2, and this is atomic orbital 1s2, 1s2. So this is the first. Now what happened after that 1s2, the second one is which is called like the 2s2, this is the 2s2, yes or no? This is atomic orbital of first nitrogen, this is atomic orbital of second nitrogen, 2s2, 2s2. Now in 2s2 it also contains the 2 electron, in atomic orbital 2 electron, then this overlap gives 2 molecular orbital. Out of that 2, one is bonding, this is called sigma 2s2 and this is called sigma star 2s2. These 2 electrons are present in sigma star as well as sigma. We have a 4 electron. Now my friends, now I am explaining you what happens in the p orbital of this nitrogen atom. P orbital, you know, this is the p orbital which contain 1, 2, 3, and here also 1, 2, 3. Out of the 3 orbital, 1 electron, 2 electron, third electron. This is 1 electron, 2 electron, this is third electron. Now these overlap to each other. Now this is very interesting, this is very interesting. Now these overlap. First what's happened? First, because in nitrogen molecule 2 pi bond is present, N triple bond, N triple bond, and 2 pi bond is present. Therefore energy of pi to px, energy of pi to px and pi to py is less than energy of sigma to pz. Keep in your mind. This is the very interesting phenomenon. And whenever this concept is there, then what's happened in this case? Now in this case, this is the bonding, and another thing, this is the anti-bonding. What happened in this anti-bonding? These are the 2 and this is the 1. This is the electronic configuration of oxygen molecule. Now dear student, we have a total 3 plus 3, 6 electron in the A moles, and that electron we fill in the M moles. M moles means molecular orbital. Out of that 6 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 electron. So all 6 electron enters in bonding. Anti-bonding orbital is completely empty. Now what is the electronic configuration of this nitrogen atom? You see this picture, pi to px and pi to py have a lower energy than sigma to pz. Then what is the electronic configuration of this nitrogen molecule? Electronic configuration is 1s2, then 2s2, then 2p6. This is the 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. After that 1s2, 2s2, 2p, I'm sorry, it is not, this is not atomic orbital, this is molecular orbital. The sigma 1s2, then sigma 1s2 star, this is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2. Then after that sigma 2s2 and then sigma star 2s2, because sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, then sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Then dear students, finally pi 2px2 is equal to what? Pi 2py2, and finally pi 2py2, and then finally sigma 2pz2, because all electrons are present in p orbital, because the bonding of the p orbital, anti-bonding is completely empty. This is the electronic configuration of this nitrogen molecule, okay, nitrogen molecule, because this is a filling of electron in molecular orbital of this nitrogen. Now dear friends, calculate the bond order. How to calculate the bond order? You know very well, bond order is equal to number of bonding minus number of anti-bonding divided by 2. This is the formula. By using that, we successfully calculate the bond order. Number of bonding minus number of anti-bonding divided by 2. Now what happened in this case? Therefore, number of bonding electron, count the number of bonding electron. This is the bonding MOs, this is the bonding MOs, and all these are the bonding MOs, this and this. So total number of electron in bonding MOs 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 2 10. Total number of electron is 10. 10 minus how many electron anti-bonding? 2 plus 2 4, only 4 electron present in anti-bonding. 10 minus 4 divided by 2, therefore this is 10 minus 4 divided by 2. So what happened in this case? Number of electron in anti-bonding orbital is, listen very carefully, 10 minus 4 divided by 2 means this is a 3, and therefore bond order of N2 molecule is 3. Obviously in 2 nitrogen atom 3 bond is present, 1 2 3, 1 sigma and 2 pi bond, okay. Now friends, we are going to calculate the bond order of after the N2, then we are coming to the, this is N2, therefore N2 is equal to total number of electron in N2, how much? This is the 14, therefore out of 14, 10 minus 4 divided by 2 is equal to 3. Now my friends, we calculate the bond order of N2 plus. What happened N2 plus? 1 electron is removed, 1 electron from outer cell is removed now. It means that 1 electron from bonding orbital is removed, because last orbital is the bonding. आपको समझ में आ रहा है? यहाँ पे जो फुलफिल इलेक्ट्रॉन है लास्ट का, वो किस में है? बॉन्डिंग ऑर्बिटल में है. अगर ये फुलफिल इलेक्ट्रॉन बॉन्डिंग ऑर्बिटल में है तो उसमें से एक इलेक्ट्रॉन कम हो जाएगा, यहाँ का एक इलेक्ट्रॉन कम हो जाएगा व्हेन इट बिकम द N2 प्लस. सो बॉन्डिंग का कम हो जाएगा, इसका मतलब 10 की जगह पे यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? 9 माइनस 4 डिवाइडेड बाय 2. ऑब्वियसली 9 माइनस 4 डिवाइडेड बाय 2, इट मीन्स दैट द बॉन्ड ऑर्डर ऑफ दिस बिकम द 2.5, क्योंकि लास्ट का ऑर्बिटल जो फुलफिल्ड है, जो ऑर्बिटल लास्ट का फुलफिल्ड है उसमें से एक इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल जाएगा. मतलब लास्ट का एक बॉन्डिंग है ना, O2 में एंटी बॉन्डिंग था लेकिन यहाँ पे बॉन्डिंग है, तो बॉन्डिंग का एक इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल जाएगा. देयरफॉर टोटल नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन द bonding MOs is 9 minus 4, that means become the 2.5. Suppose for example my friends, if we write the N2 plus plus, then again one more electron is removed, then total number of electron is 12, and then we remove that electron from again bonding orbital, ये 2 के 2 चले जाएंगे. So total number of electron bonding 8 minus 4 divided by 2, then bond order become the 2, okay. So this is the bond order of N2 plus, N2 plus plus. Now my friends, after that N2 plus plus, I will write N2 minus. In N2 minus, number of electron is 15. Why? Because number of electron is 15, because as all you know very well, in N2 14 electron is present, but when N2 become the N2 minus, then one more electron is added, and then total number of electron become the 15. Therefore for this N2 minus minus, and now we added one more electron. This is the picture of N2, because this is a picture of 14 electrons, okay. But one more electron we increase in the N2. After increasing one more electron, that electron enters in this empty orbital ना. तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन अगर यहाँ पे जा रहा है, इसका मतलब दिस इज एंटी बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्यूलर ऑर्बिटल. दिस इज व्हाट एंटी बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्यूलर ऑर्बिटल. मतलब जो भी आप एडिशनल इलेक्ट्रॉन डालोगे वो किस में जाएगा? एंटी बॉन्डिंग में जाएगा. एंटी बॉन्डिंग में जाएगा मतलब यहाँ पे जो 4 थे अभी 5 हो जाएंगे, मतलब क्या हो जाएगा यहाँ पे 10 minus 5 divided by 2, then it become the 2.5. Now my friends, the bond order of N2 plus and N2 minus is same. Bond order of N2 plus and N2 minus is same. whenever the bond order is same, then how we discuss the stability? Stability depends on number of anti-bonding electron. जिसमें एंटी बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन ज़्यादा रहेंगे उसकी उतनी स्टेबिलिटी कम रहेगी. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? N2 प्लस की स्टेबिलिटी N2 माइनस से थोड़ा फार ज़्यादा रहेंगी when we consider the stability of N2 plus, because N2 plus is more than N2 minus, because एंटी बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन N2 प्लस में कम है. जितने एंटी बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन कम रहेंगे उतनी उसकी स्टेबिलिटी ज़्यादा रहेंगी. सो दिस इज द वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग phenomenon related to N2 minus. Then after that N2 minus, if we consider the N2 minus minus, if we consider the N2 minus minus, what happen in N2 minus minus? This become the 16. अब जो भी 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन बढ़ोगे वो एंटी बॉन्डिंग में ही जाएंगे. एंटी बॉन्डिंग के इलेक्ट्रॉन बढ़ गए मतलब 10 माइनस 6 हो गया यहाँ पे डिवाइडेड बाय 2. 10 माइनस 6 डिवाइडेड बाय 2, दिस बिकम दी व्हाट? दिस बिकम दी 2. yes or no? So bond order of N2 plus plus is same as N2 minus minus, but N2 plus plus is more stable than N2 minus minus. So my friends, so what is the stability order? What is the stability order? What is the stability order? If we consider here, if we consider here the stability order, very simple things, very simple thing. In stability order सबसे मोर स्टेबल आपका कौन रहेगा? N2 रहेगा. N2 रहेगा क्योंकि उसकी स्टेबिलिटी सबसे ज़्यादा रहेगी, बिकॉज N2 में बॉन्ड ऑर्डर 3 है. अब उसके बाद कौन रहेगा? उसके बाद कौन रहेगा आपका? N2 प्लस रहेगा. उसके बाद कौन रहेगा? N2 प्लस. उसके बाद रहेगा N2 प्लस. N2 प्लस के बाद रहेगा N2 माइनस. N2 प्लस के बाद रहेगा N2 माइनस. और N2 माइनस के बाद अगर सबसे अनस्टेबल कौन सा रहेगा तो रहेगा N2 माइनस माइनस. दिस इज द स्टेबिलिटी ऑर्डर. अब ये हो गया स्टेबिलिटी ऑर्डर. देन हाउ वी रिप्रेजेंट द बॉन्ड लेंथ? बॉन्ड लेंथ कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करोगे? बिकॉज बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू बॉन्ड लेंथ. तो सबसे ज़्यादा बॉन्ड लेंथ किसकी रहेगी? सबसे ज़्यादा बॉन्ड लेंथ रहेगी N2 माइनस माइनस. ऑब्वियसली द बॉन्ड लेंथ ऑफ N2 माइनस माइनस इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन N2. ओके, द बॉन्ड लेंथ हो गया उसकी एक्चुअली N2 माइनस माइनस. इज इट ओके? देन N2 माइनस माइनस के बाद बॉन्ड लेंथ किसकी रहेगी? बॉन्ड लेंथ किसकी रहेगी? देखो, बॉन्ड ऑर्डर जिसकी कम उसकी बॉन्ड लेंथ ज़्यादा. देन N2 माइनस के बाद जनरली N2 प्लस इज नियरली इक्वल टू द N2 माइनस, और उसके बाद रहेगी N2, मतलब सबसे ज़्यादा बॉन्ड लेंथ रहेगी N2 माइनस माइनस की. सो माय फ्रेंड्स, this is the molecular orbital picture which we consider here, because this is the very interesting phenomenon. How we discussed, listen very carefully. The stability depends on number of electron in antibonding molecular orbital if their bond order are same. Number of antibonding electron increases, stability decreases. Write down, this is the golden word. Number of antibonding electron increases, number of antibonding electron increases, number of antibonding electron increases. As antibonding electron increases, their stability decreases. So these are the very beautiful picture I am representing in front of you by considering the molecular orbital phenomenon. Dear students, as per my idea, you don't have any problem in the molecular orbital theory. I will give you some important application related to this phenomenon. Which are the important application? Now come toward the next application, which is called as the first application. That one is called as the bond order, which I already completed. Second application, that is bond length, which already we are completed. Listen very carefully. I will give you all the application related to the molecular orbital theory. So this is the last part of this molecular orbital phenomenon. What happened in the last part? Now I am going to discussing with you the application of this molecular orbital theory. How we discussing the application? Once if you know the application of this MOT, that one is called as the molecular orbital theory, then remaining each and every concepts become very simple to you. Now the first application of this molecular orbital theory, listen very carefully. Energy up now, the first application which is called as the bond order, What is the meaning of bond order? You know very well how to calculate the bond order, my friends. The first application, calculation of bond order, and you know very well how to calculate the bond order. Number of bonding minus number of anti-bonding divided by 2. So this is the formula. By using that we calculate the bond order. No need to explain more things. The next formula is there, that one is called, next application is there, that one is called as the bond length. My friends, all you know very well what happened in the bond length. It is inversely proportional to the bond order. Is it okay? Because as bond order increases, bond length decreases. Listen very carefully. Number of bonding minus number of anti-bonding. Agar aisa hua, then at that time we people say that molecule is exist. Molecule is what? exist, ये molecule बन सकता है if number of bonding is equal to number of anti bonding और number of bonding is less than number of anti bonding, इसमें से दोनों में भी molecule does not exist, इसमें molecule नहीं बन सकता, molecule does not exist. This is the bond order phenomenon. This is second application. Now dear friends, come to the third application. That one is called as stability of molecule. Obviously what happened in this case by considering the stability of molecule, this is the third application. Stability of molecules is directly proportional to the bond order. As bond order increases, the stability of that molecule also increases. Then next one is there dissociation energy, bond dissociation energy, the fourth application. Listen very carefully, dissociation energy, that is bond dissociation energy. Listen very carefully, which dissociation? Bond dissociation energy. My friends, as a bond order increases, bond dissociation energy also increases. This is the next application. Now which one is the fifth application of this molecular orbital theory? Magnetic property. Obviously what happened in the magnetic property, as already you know very well, magnetic property. I am sorry I not explain one thing. You keep in your mind, whenever the unpaired electron is there, then that one is paramagnetic, otherwise all things are, if paired electron is there, that one is diamagnetic. What happened in the magnetic property? Listen very carefully, because magnetic property is also very important. See, in magnetic property, number one case, if unpaired electron is present, if molecular orbital, if MO means what? Molecular orbital. If molecular orbital contains which electron? Unpaired electron, then the molecule is paramagnetic. Then the molecule is what? Paramagnetic. If it contains unpaired electron, then the molecule is paramagnetic. And which one is the second case? If molecular orbital contains all paired electron, all what? All paired electron. If molecular orbital contain all paired electrons, then the molecule is diamagnetic. The paramagnetic or diamagnetic depends upon the paired and unpaired electron. Now next application, bonding in molecule. Now I will explain you some important cases. Now there is no need to represent the molecular orbital diagram, no need to represent. I will explain you. Is it okay? So these are the application. Now the next application, now I am given to you the next application, how the molecule is formed. One by one we are going to discussing that molecules. My friends, suppose for example, suppose we considering H2 molecule, how the H2 is formed? By using H plus H, you know, 1s1, and then finally S2 become what? 2 electron in H2 molecule. It means this is one orbital, this is another orbital, this is 1s1, to form 2 molecular orbital S. This is sigma 1s star. Both electron present in sigma 1s2. Listen very carefully. This is the molecular orbital picture of this hydrogen. How the hydrogen is formed? This is one hydrogen, this is another hydrogen. This is one electron of one hydrogen atom, this electron of another hydrogen atom. They overlap. It gives, this is molecule. This is sigma 1s2, this is sigma star 1s0. Why? Because both electron enters in the bonding MOs. Energy of bonding MOs is less. How to calculate the bond order? Therefore, bond order is equal to, you know, number of bonding minus number of anti-bonding divided by 2. Electron in bonding is 2 minus 0 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Therefore, hydrogen molecule exists because bond order is 1. And all electrons are paired because all electrons are paired. If all electrons are paired, therefore the nature of this one is diamagnetic, because no any unpaired electron present in H2 molecule, right? Now dear student, this is quietly stable because it contains the single bond, stability has go. Now we are going to discussing H2 plus. What happens in the H2 plus? H2 plus means what? One more electron is removed. अगर यहाँ पे आप वन मोर इलेक्ट्रॉन अपन रिमूव करोगे तो इलेक्ट्रॉन कहाँ से जाएगा? इलेक्ट्रॉन यहीं पे जाएगा. मतलब वन इलेक्ट्रॉन, दिस इज द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ दिस. H2 प्लस का कैसा रहेगा? दिस इज वन, दिस इज अ मॉलिक्यूलर ऑर्बिटल. यस और नो? दिस इज अ मॉलिक्यूलर ऑर्बिटल, बट ओनली वन इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट इन बॉन्डिंग एमोस, क्योंकि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन तो नहीं है उसमें H2 मॉलिक्यूल में. ओनली वन इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट इन बॉन्डिंग एमोज, इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, इसका मतलब हो गया बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इज इक्वल टू 1 minus 0 by 2, that this become the 1, sorry, this become the 0.5. This is less stable molecule, less stable, and it contain the unpaired electron. Therefore, this one is paramagnetic. This one is what? Paramagnetic. So H2 plus. Now what happened in the H2 minus? What happened in the H2 minus? Now my friends, H2 minus मतलब मॉलिक्यूल में एक इलेक्ट्रॉन बढ़ेगा. अब ये हो गया H2 का डायग्राम. H2 माइनस मतलब यहाँ पे एक इलेक्ट्रॉन आ रहा है, मतलब H2 माइनस का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या रहेगा, सिग्मा 1s2 एंड सिग्मा 1s स्टार 1, बिकॉज वन इलेक्ट्रॉन मोर इन द H2 माइनस. सो बॉन्ड ऑर्डर क्या हो गया फिर, देयरफॉर बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इज इक्वल टू 2 minus 1 by 2 is equal to again 0.5. yes or no? बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इज व्हाट, 0.5, दैट इज हाफ बॉन्ड ऑर्डर. अब हाफ बॉन्ड ऑर्डर है, इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, ये हो गया 0.5. वंस अगेन दिस इज लेस स्टेबल, वंस अगेन दिस इज लेस स्टेबल, बट अनपेड इलेक्ट्रॉन, यहाँ पे एक इलेक्ट्रॉन अनपेड है, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन अनपेड है, इसका मतलब ये हो गया पैरामैग्नेटिक. सो मुझे एक बात बताना माय फ्रेंड्स, सबसे मोर स्टेबल कौन हो गया, H2. व्हेन वी कंसीडर द स्टेबिलिटी ऑर्डर, सबसे मोर स्टेबल हो गया H2 के बाद हो गया H2 प्लस. क्यों? क्योंकि H2 प्लस में एंटी बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन कम है, दोनों का बॉन्ड ऑर्डर सेम है, दिस इज हाफ एंड हाफ, बट यहाँ पे एंटी बॉन्डिंग 0 है, यहाँ पे एंटी बॉन्डिंग 1 है. जैसे जैसे एंटी बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन बढ़ते जाएंगे वैसे वैसे उसकी बॉन्ड ऑर्डर कम होती जाएगी. देयरफॉर H2 प्लस एंड देन फाइनली H2 माइनस. दिस इज द स्टेबिलिटी ऑर्डर. नाउ माय फ्रेंड्स, आई विल आस्क यू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अभी आपको मैं पूछता हूँ नेक्स्ट, He2 बन सकता है क्या? हाउ हेलियम इज फॉर्म? एज ऑल यू नो वेरी वेल, noble gases are inert, they never forms any type of bonds. If noble gases are inert, they never form any type of bond. So see whether the He2 is formed or not. You explain yourself. You know very well, this is one helium, this is the another helium. Electronic configuration of helium is 1s2, this is also 1s2. This orbital contain the 2 electron, that is 1s2, this is also 1s2. 2 atomic orbital gives 2 molecular orbital, obviously. This is sigma 1s, this is sigma star 1s. 2 electrons are present in, because total 4 electron fillings in the MOs, 2 electrons in bonding, 2 electrons in anti-bonding. Therefore, what is the bond order? Bond order is equal to 2 minus 2 by 2, 2 minus 2 0, therefore bond order is 0. And my friends, if bond order is 0, then He2 is never formed. Is it okay? He2 is never formed. So in this way we systematically discuss which one is formed or which one is never formed. So as per my idea, you don't have any problem related to this phenomenon, because these are the very interesting concept related to the molecular orbital picture or molecular orbital theories. Whenever we are considering the molecular orbital theory of each one is just to see the first atomic orbital of that particular atoms and how that electrons of atomic orbitals are enters in the molecular orbital. So these are the very systematic representation related to the MOs. I hope in future you don't have any problem related with the molecular orbital theory, whether the molecule is formed, whether the molecule is not formed. Now it is not necessary to always draw this diagram. You, in short, we draw the molecular orbital theory. In short means what? In short means what? I will explain you in short way also. How I explain you short way? Listen very carefully. Suppose we have an oxygen molecule, suppose we have a O2, suppose we have a N2 molecule, total electron is 14. You fill that electron, 1 electron sigma 1s2, another 2 electron sigma 1s2 star out of 14, then sigma 2s2, then sigma star 2s2. कितने हो गए? 2, 4 plus 4 8 गए, रहे कितने? 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन जाएंगे तो पाई में जाएंगे ना, पाई p6, ये तो बॉन्डिंग हो गया ना. दिस इज नेवर बिकम द एंटी बॉन्डिंग, बिकॉज p जब तक बॉन्डिंग नहीं भरेगा 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन, तब तक एंटी बॉन्डिंग में इलेक्ट्रॉन जाएगा नहीं. सो इसके हिसाब से आप बॉन्ड ऑर्डर निकाल सकते हो. अब इसके हिसाब से आप यहाँ पे क्या लिखोगे, फिर यहाँ पे क्या लिखोगे, यहाँ पे लिखोगे पाई 2p x2, देन पाई 2p y2, देन सिग्मा 2p z2. ये पहले लिखो या बाद में लिखो, फर्क नहीं पड़ता, क्योंकि ऑल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर एंटर्स इन बॉन्डिंग ना, क्योंकि कैलकुलेशन में आपको पहले बॉन्डिंग ही लेना है ना, और उसके हिसाब से आप बॉन्ड ऑर्डर निकालो, आपको इजी से आ जाएगा. नो नीड टू राइट द एवरी टाइम molecular orbital diagrams. So remaining part of this topic is we will discussing in the next videos. Thank you very much.